So, as a special education teacher, supporting learning, improvement, and planning is extremely key. You have to have a lot of patience. You have to understand a profession, honestly, more than any other education teacher, and also understand expectations. You're going to go in there wanting to solve everything, but it's not going to simply be like that. It's going to be much more complicated. You're working with kids who have extra needs, and you're going to have to understand that and understand the ethics that you need to be patient, and if you are getting quote a certain way, is to reevaluate why you did this, why you got into this profession. And also additionally working with your peers, your other special education teachers, on ways to advance your profession, to on ways to make it better for the overall student. um, I would say, with regard to general education, very similar. General education teachers do work with with kids as well. However, at the end of the day, it wouldn't. I wouldn't. It was a little more quote black and white or cut and dry as a general education teacher. You aren't working with special education kids who have needs that others don't. For instance, my son has a special education teacher with him all the time at school, and he needs that one-on-one work that a general student would not get. They would be able to thrive without that. I would say what would help me become a teacher, being in the military, as you can see I'm away right now, the Army, is I would say, I give a lot of classes nonstop. I'm actually giving 3 classes today, briefings, whatever it is, and always continuous learning and a lot of stressful environments. I would imagine becoming a professional teacher would involve, having stressful environments and being able to thrive. And I feel like my experience in the military is going to help me become a teacher as well as this class. And I would say the personal biases, I would say, I wouldn't say there's too many personal biases with teachers. I know a lot of teachers who kind of keep, they don't really ever go to anything other than the classroom. They try to give that work-life balance is a huge thing with them. But I will say that there could be personal biases with a particular student who has extra needs, who you work with closely more than any other kids, and you might, being with them more often, might have that somewhat bias. But you got to understand that all kids, you need to give 100%. No child left behind, and no matter what it is, you want to make sure that each child is different and they have different needs. All right, thank you.